Welcome back to a very special episode of Bitches of Bad Words, Bitch Sesh. I have just met your new BFF. And I know oftentimes I reserve the bestie toolkits and the BFF, club invitation for the Tuesday show. But I really feel that this woman's story needed to be told on Bitch Sesh, and she needed to be a BFF. So that's it. I get to make the rules. And I think you're going to like the one that I just made. This woman is an absolute baddie. Her name is Tonya Mitchell. She's returning with a powerful new song called Nobody Loves Me Like You. It's a poignant and empowering ballad addressing domestic violence, marking her profound return to music. She has lived experiences. She has been through it. And she's here to empower others. She is using her voice to be the voice for the voiceless. And I just think she's super rad. I really love this woman, and we're going to do big things. I'm so excited for you to listen to this episode. So, LFG, y'all. Tonya Mitchell, welcome to Bitch is a Bad Word.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. This is so cool.
I'm really excited. You are a pop of color, and we've been on the phone or the line or whatever the fuck we're doing for just a few seconds. And I'm already like, okay, she's a bestie.
Yeah.
And
like your hat.
Yes. But then I thought about it. I didn't know if I should be wearing my MILF Mafia hat today.
I need one.
Okay. It is.
I need one.
I have pink and black, but.
Oh my goodness. That has Tonya written all over it. I need that.
Yes. Mothers in litigation forever.
Amen.
Amen. So, oh shit, I'm tearing the place up. Okay. Well, whatever. So we have a lot to talk about because you have a long story, you have an amazing history, and then you have a song coming out very soon that sounds like something the entire Bestie gang needs to hear, and perhaps the 10 million people who have been affected by any form of domestic abuse in this world are needing to hear a song like this. So I really appreciate anybody who comes out and turns their pain into purpose. I really believe that if you turn your pain into purpose, that purpose becomes power. And when we can have that power back, we can use that to empower women all over the world that we don't even understand that we're touching, that need to hear it, that need to know. So thank you for being a voice for the voiceless and helping us remove the stigma that domestic abuse, narcissism, all the bad words sort of holds right now, because it's not a you problem, as we say, it's a them problem. So I would love to hear your story from, what do they say? Soup to nuts?
Something like that.
Soup to human ball sacks. Let's go there.
I'm okay with that.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
So you, let's just tell us, just take story time with Tonya.
Oh my, where should I start?
I always like to start at the beginning.
Yeah, I grew up. I had a perfect childhood. If my parents ever argued, I sure didn't see it. The first troubles that I kind of started running into as I was bullied in high school. I'm not sure exactly why, but I was targeted. Like, people would come try to get me out of my classroom, just to beat me up, to get suspended because they thought their boyfriend was cheating on them, who had already graduated high school. And I was like a freshman and a sophomore. So that was my first bout with like violence at all. Like somebody wanting to fight somebody, because I operate on love. But I would defend myself because fuck that, right? Like, you're not going to hit me and not get hit back. Like, so I absolutely got suspended. I take full responsibility for what I did, but I was defending myself. And so I was in the music industry. This is actually really weird. When I was 15, I got my mom pulled me out of high school because I was so targeted and bullied so bad that I couldn't even have a locker, because even like the principal and vice principal thought that people were going to be putting drugs in my locker.
Oh my
Like, it
God.
was a big deal. I had to carry all my books. It was a horrible experience. And my mom yanked me out and she told the principal, she was like, "You're going to tell me about this homeschool stuff and you're going to tell me about it now." And this was in 98.
Oh shit.
So this was fairly new. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. No internet, no. So I got with Gateway Homeschooling halfway through my 10th grade year. And then right after that happened, I got a record deal with Motown.
There you go.
So it was like I couldn't make up the lows to the lows to the highs to the highs. Like, it was astronomical in both directions.
That's so cool.
So going through the whole music thing, when I got off a tour, my dad died in my arms when I was 18. And I kind of stepped back from all of that and thought maybe I should do the family thing. So I ended up getting married and having a kid. And we were married for like 10 years and it just didn't work out. I think we were just so young. I was 19 when I got married the first time. So I
Wow.
just kind of feel like we kind of outgrew each other, if you will. And so right after that is when I started. Now I know I was being abused, but at the time I had no idea. It wasn't always about bruises, which is like probably the biggest thing about this campaign that I'm doing. It's not just about bruises. It's financial abuse. It's manipulation. It's gaslighting. I mean, there's physical abuse. And I actually had an ex once that was really, really careful not to leave marks. So there was no proof. I looked crazy. They push you to that point where you lose your shit and you look like the crazy one. And they were right, because they've probably got some of your family members joining in on, people that might not have liked you so much growing up, because I've had that experience as well. I have an estranged family member that my exes always go to, and they've been doing nothing but causing problems for me, or trying to.
Ooh, the flying monkeys.
Yes, girl. It's not my circus, not my monkeys. Y'all stay over there.
I love that you're saying this and that you're stacking the story this way, because for somebody listening, it's their first day. That's how I kind of approach it. And you don't understand that the smear campaign is real and it's happening behind your back in real time.
And it hurts so bad because you know it's not true.
Right.
You know it's not true. But it's still, because I love my estranged family member. I love them. I would love to make amends with them, but it's not going to happen as long as they're acting like this. And that's exactly what's going on. Like, they're still acting like this to this day. I just went through my last domestic violence situation last year.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and he smiled in his fucking mugshot.
Oh God, what is up with that? I don't know. I have seen mugshots from mugged people. I don't even know if that's the word. Why are they? I don't even, from their fucking mugs, their DV mugs, and they're smiling. Yeah. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
That's a psychosis. That's beyond, that's some narcissism shit. Like that.
Yeah.
That's beyond, like, there's some mental issues there.
Hey, baddie. We are building the biggest, baddest bestie gang, and it's popping off on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/bitch is a bad word. We have free tiers, paid tiers. We even shed some real tiers. The paid for tiers get you ad-free listening, BTS, merch drops, merch discounts, all the things. But the free tier is absolute money too. We also have a private Discord server where you can feel safe to share your story and meet a new bestie, because we vet every single member. That's right. You need to show your ID to get up in this club. Visit patreon.com/bitch is a bad word. I can't wait to hang out with you there. Okay. So you've got the smear campaign. You've got the flying monkeys. You're feeling crazy.
Yeah. So 2013 was a year that really changed for me. I got into this relationship with this older guy and, thought he was everything, because that's how they make you feel in the beginning, and thought he was absolutely everything I ever wanted. It turned into him smashing my laptop. I was running karaoke one night at this place, and it was my show. And he comes behind my podium and like throws a beer bottle at me where nobody can see it. So I've got no proof of anything, right? I just look nuts when I go out and be like, girl, I stopped the show. Like, I grabbed the microphone and said, he is throwing fucking beer bottles at me behind this motherfucker. Like, I was so mad. And I was like, you're not going to get away with this. You're not going to do that. So I called him out, and I had some people reach out and be like, if you need to stay with me, you can, we're here, So, I mean, I had a couple of friends, but that turned into a smashing of the laptop and body slamming me like 5 times one night on his front porch. And I knew that part was abuse, but I didn't know throwing my laptop was considered abuse. How would I prove that? I wasn't videoing on my phone. So, I mean, there's a lot of layers to this stuff. That was just the first one. I've had 2 other domestic relationships, and I've gone to therapy. That's how I learned about a lot of this stuff was, well, hey, that's not normal. And I was like, I didn't think it was. Like, my intuition is so right. It is so right. If you just listen to your freaking gut. And I wouldn't, because I was like, I feel like I'm crazy, or everybody else is going to think I'm crazy, because everybody in town loves this guy. He'd give you the shirt off your back. He'll stop and change your tire for you. He'll stop and change your oil for you. But at home, it was fucking hell.
That's the covert, the undercover lover.
And I am still learning about this stuff as we speak.
Well, it's impossible. I wish they taught this more than they taught fucking algebra.
Yeah. Or,
it's like,
I mean, it's even better than home ec.
I know.
I mean, you learn how to cook eventually, but you need to know what's going on behind closed doors, because sometimes it's not so pretty. Sometimes it's absolute hell. I remember we would go to church on Sundays, and if my kids at the time, I think my oldest, I think she was probably 9 or 10, and, she's got autism and stuff. And in the church, he would pinch her if she would like shake her leg, or, and then he'd like reprimand her. And when we got home, she'd get in fucking trouble. And it's like, this abuse it's not just women. It's not just men. It's kids. It's elderly. It's family members. The things my estranged family is doing to me is abuse. They're trying to keep me from progressing my career, slandering. It's just, all of that is domestic violence. And that's important that people know that it's not just always about bruises.
No, it's not. I'm glad you said that, because if your partner is punching walls by your face,
I have holes in my walls in my old houses. Absolutely.
Yep. Breaking your shit, destroying
hiding your car keys, locking you out of the house, hiding the money, needing receipts for every dollar that's spent. That's abuse.
Yes. Say it loud for the besties in the back.
I've been there on every aspect. I'm an onion, and the layers are coming out now with this new song, and I am so excited. We have debuted this song on America Country Network. Like, this is national, and not just a release. It's not just a one-time thing. It's going to be on rotation. Like,
oh, snap.
And then today we just partnered with the National Alliance of Domestic Violence Survivors. We are now partners as of, when we're recording this, as of today. And I'm reaching out to the hotline, which I know you did a podcast with not long ago. We haven't heard back about that, but we're expecting it now that we have this partnership. So this is so much. Girl, there was a time I just wanted to die.
Oh.
I just wanted to die. I was like, I don't know how to get out of this. All I had was my mom and my sister for support. I just recently, a couple of months ago, found out about local help that's out, and it only started about 3 years ago, I think. So, like, I didn't even know about it last year when I was going through this. It's ridiculous. But now,
the help is really hard to find, and that's what that's what really makes me upset, and why I do what I'm doing, because most of us don't know. I was Googling, am I in an abusive relationship? What the fuck? I thought I'm a pretty smart woman. and I don't take shit. And that's the thing. We've talked to a few people on this show where it's like, they're like, well, I thought I was part of the problem because I'd fight back. And I'm like,
Yes.
well, yeah, that's a natural human response. It's, we're learning more over time that it's fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And if your response is fighting back, that doesn't make you the problem. It only takes one person to create a high conflict situation. And it takes the other person to defend themselves. So I've talked to, I have a really good friend who was a detective on a really big murder case that ended up with laws being changed around domestic violence restraining orders. And this person had a domestic violence restraining order against her ex. He was stalking her while the restraining order was happening. And he killed her, but he had scratch marks on his face. And before he, admitted that he killed her, it was like talking about how she was, she's coming at him or whatever. You hear these people that are like, oh, look at what she's doing to me. And he's like, as a detective, any single time I see scratch marks on a face or neck, that's a defensive move.
Yeah.
You're not going to let anybody scratch the shit out of you as a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Unless you're holding someone back and they're
especially not a girl.
Yes. So it's like they will lie. Chill. I got you on the phone for 5 minutes and I'm already
in Tennessee with me. It's fine. I'm like, come on to the countryside.
We're going down the holler later, y'all. Anyway, they'll do all the shit. They'll do the lie, the steal, the cheating, and just to protect the monster that's inside of them.
Their image.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you have this experience, you have kids together. So then that just levels up the shit and it makes it so much harder.
So much harder to get out. And both times it was kind of like they wanted me to be the stay-at-home mom. But that was a control tactic as well. And I didn't know that then. I was like, well, of course. That sounds wonderful. It sounds perfect. You're giving me a fairy tale. You're giving me a dream life. And it was hell. It was absolute hell at home. I mean, there was a time my head was held under the water at the river. How are you going to prove that?
Oh my God.
How would you prove that? And then I have a scar right here on my lip. Probably see it in my pictures. This was from 2018.
Now, this person, are they still in your life? Are they still are they?
Child's father, but no. I mean, we're much better divorced and separated. Right. Like we kind of get along now. He kind of lives kind of far away. And so I don't really ever have to see him that much. And when I do, it's not abusive. Like we should have never been married. But at the time, he sold me the fairy tale, and that's what I fell for. And, that's kind of, that's why I am exactly where I'm supposed to be right now because of everything that I fucking went through. And I could cry right now just thinking about that because I've got daughters to protect. I have 3 daughters. And I will protect them. God gave me the knowledge. God gave me the experience so that I can protect my children from ever going through this. So if I see something kind of going sideways, I'll be like, hold on a minute. We need to talk about this. This isn't right. This isn't normal. It took me, I'm 43 years old, and it took me, oh my goodness. I was in therapy for a couple of years over all of this. And I think that's really and I never went to one therapy session and didn't lay on the ground crying because I needed to get it out.
That's the hard. You got to get it out. I mean, that's the hard part too, is like, then you're reliving your trauma. Then you have to explain it to people. I'm in therapy and I'm like, okay, we got to get through. I got to just let me tell you what's up. And then I don't want to talk about it anymore. Obviously I talk about it a lot on a show like this. So there's times where I'm like,
and with my song coming out at the time, this is the only song I've ever written. It's the only music video I've ever had. When I was signed to Motown Universal, I went on tour with NSYNC. I had a song in the top 40 and never had a music video. So
Damn.
Girl, this is my moment. Like, this is the only song I've ever written, the only video. And it's such an important message. But at the time when I wrote it, I was writing it on behalf of my sister and what she was going through. I had never been through it when I wrote the song. I went through it later.
This is your moment.
I know. Yes, that's why we're here. We're here to talk about this shit. Let people know that it's not just about the bruises. Even in my video, so when it starts, I'm talking like, you know, how did these arms that used to hold me tight start to suffocate me? And in the video, I am perfectly normal. You can tell that I'm kind of bruised on the inside. I'm kind of hurt. But then the video progresses into where I have bruises all over my face. And it's just not always about that. So the whole message is like, the bruises went away in the music video too. You know, when you heal and you come back into yourself, find out who you truly are, what you want in life, and you know that you're so much worth more than that. When you figure that out, and it's all here, and support and resources, because some people need that. Some people don't have family that they can turn to or nowhere to go or to stay. So this message is just so important for anybody either going through it or has gone through it or knows somebody that is going through it.
That's the insidious nature of abuse, right? It's just, it happens slowly over time. And by the way, I'm like not a big word user. As you know, if you've ever listened to the show, I like when someone drops a big word on the expert session, I'm like, what the fuck did they just say? And I have to like Google it. But I learned insidious on the show once. And I was like, fuck yes, I'm saying this word all the time. And because when I looked it up and I looked up the definition, I was like, wait, this is actually what it is. It just like creeps in, it wormholes. You don't realize it. And so many people talk about the relationship between that and like the frog in the boiling pot of water. Like put the frog in the water that's hot. It's going to jump the fuck out every single time. Put it in some water, let it swim around in its silo, in its isolation, looking around like, where are all my frog friends? Oh, they're gone because your ex took them out of your life. Yeah, and you're swimming and you're like, you're burning and you have no idea that you are slowly fucking going away.
Girl, I was like stuck in my house, wasn't able to really work, but he could go do whatever he wanted. He left whenever he wanted. I was the caretaker for the kids. I was always there with the kids. I didn't have the freedom. Not that I would have anyway. I'm kind of a homebody, you know, but it's just like a narcissist is all about themselves. And it is so easy to spot that now that I've been through this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But to those who don't know what you don't know, right? I've heard you say that.
Yes, it is. It is true. You don't know what you don't know, y'all. It is like it, and it's not your fault. It doesn't make sense. And there's so many things. I mean, I'm going to say the following phrase, and someone's going to at me that I'm some radical feminist, probably my ex. No. But I am going to say it loud and proud. We have adopted these very gender specific roles. And I was driving today, coming home from the dentist. Story time with Lindsay. And I was coming home from the dentist and I was like, I had an experience last night with my partner. I have an amazing partner. He's awesome.
Good.
He bought himself a fucking amazing gift that he worked so hard to buy. And we had all of our kids there and we were celebrating it. And I was like, this is so cool. I love that they're watching, you know, this is what like hard work. You can do these things. And I went back to my old life where I was always gifted these very expensive things. These very expensive things would be given to me and then taken away inevitably at some point.
You don't deserve it. I'm taking it away from you. Girl, me too.
You know? And so then I was like, oh my God, I did have a really nice watch. I will say, everybody knows the story, the real shout out. That's how I lived after I left my relationship. I sold the things that I did have. Yeah. And paid the bills. But I was thinking about this moment and I'm like, I cannot wait for the day that I come here and I'm buying my thing with my money, with
your own money,
you know, my own thing. Hell, and it's mine and it's celebrated. Yeah. You know, it's not so I'm sitting here going, you know, why can't it be, you know, this is my partner, my wife, my girlfriend, whatever. She works so hard. This is the mom of, you know, and we work hard raising our family together, but she has her money. I have my, like, I am done with this kept woman bullshit because it's just, and not all of them. And if you're listening to the show, then like you're on this side.
Sure. Yep.
You know, like, but there are some really great men out there that, you know, want to take care of the women and the mothers of their children and whatever. And that's fine. But for the most part, people that are listening to this show, people that are going to be listening to your song, your story, my story, this fantasy, this Disney culture, this your, you know, prince is going to come in and save you and let them make all the decisions and hold all the power really puts us under the fucking like thumb. And that's like, you can't be a kept woman and then be in a position where if and when a person like this decides to go fucking ham sandwich on you, you don't have any options and you're fucking stuck. Yeah. So it's like, we're done being kept. We're done with this. Like, you can do it all, besties. You can be a mom and you can make your own money and you can make your own life. And if you're not with somebody who thinks that that's not a radical idea, then hit me up. I'm going to tell you they're wrong.
Yeah. Amen.
You know, if we need to do this, we're raising women. We're raising like every single time I mean, same thing. I was on the #1 show in the world. And then that was the coolest thing until it wasn't the coolest thing. Right. And then they're like, ew, gross. Like, ew, ew.
Girl.
You know,
girl.
You probably too, like, oh, you're going to go out on the road. Oh yeah. You're going to just be a slut. You're going to just be this. You're just like,
listen, the word I heard all the time was fucking whore. You fucking whore. You fucking chasing me around the house. You whore. And I was with the kids all the fucking time. I was with the kids the entire time. He was the one that would leave and do whatever he wanted to do. But that is projecting. And that is another form of abuse because people will tell on themselves if you just pay attention. Just listen.
Thank you.
Shut up and listen. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason.
I love that. It's so true. And if you start writing these things down, you know,
keep something. Go meet with a therapist one time and just, you know, and I don't know, even people upload their conversations to Chat GPT to see if they're right. But I think Chat GPT says everybody's right.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's what I'm getting out of this. So.
Yes.
But
no, the Chat GPT is the biggest narcissist in the world.
Right. Right.
Like,
I don't even use it. I was like, what color hair should I have? That's about all I've ever used it for.
That's funny. Yeah, no, we need to like, there's no bot on the planet that will guide you in the right direction better than your, like you said earlier, your gut and your intuition.
That intuition. You got to listen to it. It never fails you. It might confuse you a little bit, but when you sit down and start to kind of assess why you're feeling the way you're feeling, or, you know, if you can't stop thinking about something, I mean, these are things that the resources are important for, whether it's therapy or a friend. Family support's probably most important, but not everybody has that. So the resources in your town, like, I promise there's more than what you even realize. I just found out about one, like I said, a couple of months ago here that's been open for 3 years. I could have contacted them when I went through this last year, but I didn't know about it. So that's the awareness. And I love your podcast so much for this. Like, I respect you so much for being so vocal and for being you. You know, fuck those narcissists. You be you, and you're doing a great thing. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. Some people would disagree, but.
Right? Oh, yeah, I bet the narcissists would. But we're empaths. Like, we feel everything.
Yes.
And we feel it 10 times harder than anybody else. And narcissists cannot be in a relationship with an empath. It will never work.
No, but they love to find us.
Yes, the fuck they do. And they do it every damn time. It's like a goal. It's like, oh, okay, I won you. Now I'm going to have you under my thumb.
Mm-hmm. Everything I loved about you, I'm going to hate about you. Right. All the things I valued about you and thought were amazing and cool as fuck. And I just, oh, you're just all these things. I'm sure you've heard it.
Yeah, I have.
They
I've heard
can
it
just
all.
slit that tongue and fucking whip you with their words. And I love that you talk about it not being just bruises, because some of the things that my ex has told me, until I did some really deep healing, and now I just like LOL about it all the time.
Same.
But like it was like, that fucking hurts. And it's
It was
living
like a
rent.
knife in your heart.
Yes. And it lives like rent free in your mind forever. And you're just like, wait, how could you say that? How it hurtful is
Girl,
that?
one of my exes said my ass was flat because I sit on it all the time. If that don't give you a complex about, like, I'm a white girl, right? Like, I'm
yes.
all.
Oh my God.
To give me a complex against my appearance, that's below the belt. Like, literally, that is.
Yeah. If they talk about you after your body after you had babies, that's happened. Your saggy tits, your blown out vagina, you don't know,
big stomach, whatever.
Yeah,
Yep.
whatever.
Stretch marks.
That is horrible. I made a human today. What did you do, dickhead?
Yeah, no shit. No fucking shit. Like, I'm so big on that. And like I said, I was a stay-at-home mom, so I was with the kids all the time. It went beyond, I went through postpartum depression with my first child because I was, I think, 22 when I had her. And I remember having her in the bassinet, and then my husband would go to work. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this thing all day? Like, this is weird. Like, I just went from having nothing to take care of to, oh my gosh, like, it could die, if I don't take care of it. And there was no support
real.
for that shit. Like, that is abuse. Support is abuse.
I was nursing, and I very specifically remember this. Nursing and like co-sleeping. Don't come at me. I've had 4 kids. They've all made it.
Girl, I still co-sleep with my 5-year-old sometimes.
I'm
my room.
I know. At least sometime. I mean, some of my kids, I just co-slept with my 23-year-old. He's like, Mom, can I lay here and sleep?
Like, I'm mom. Yeah. I will always be there for these moments.
Yes, I am there too. And I remember nursing and just being so exhausted. My boobs hurt. My nipples were cracked. I'm tired as fuck. That stage where you're like nursing and you're still contracting. So you feel like you're in labor. And I was like, the exact words I said, and I was crying. And I'm like, I just feel like all I am is like this human milk machine. And instead of saying, like, clearly the baby can take a break, mom can take a break, the baby can take a break. They're like, that is your job.
Yeah.
There was no empathy. There was no like stroking my hair or rubbing my back or like, let me take the baby for a minute. Let me draw you a bath. Let me do something. Like, there was none of that.
It was like, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting like this?
This is your job. This is what you're supposed to do.
You wanted to be a mom.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck. I just remember feeling like, I guess this is the way it's supposed to be. And it was so sad and lonely and isolating. And I just felt so shitty. And then oh my God. I think I've told the story. I was like lying down another time nursing when we had another baby, and that baby, like, our kids were really close in age. That's called control, besties. And I was literally like nursing, but I was lying down. Yeah. The fact that I even have to explain however the hell I am nursing a child that's a problem numero uno. And he came upstairs and he was pissed. Oh, you're just taking a nap? Oh, okay. Don't you hear our kid crying downstairs? And I didn't know better at the time, but I felt like I was doing something wrong.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed, like, and there was
nothing I do is right.
No. And my older kids will talk about this now. And they're like, Mom, there'd be times where you were like nursing a baby, standing up, like cooking, nursing, and like that's not even safe.
I know. It's like he couldn't even cook a fucking meal for you.
Yeah.
Or rub your hair.
They want all the custody when they leave, though. That's interesting.
Amen. Girl, you just nailed it. Like this divorce that I've just gone through, and a lot of people are like, well, just give the mom a break. Let her take a shower. Well, a shower is not a fucking break. You deserve a shower. That is not a break from the baby, okay? Mm-mm. That is not a break. And I am here to say it loud and proud, that is not a fucking break.
And neither is going to the grocery store alone.
It is
kids.
not anything that you have to do as a human to survive and have hygiene is not a break. That's not a break. That's not a break. And I was in the same situation. But when we ended up separating and dissolving the marriage, he asked for full custody and for me to pay child support. But he made me a stay-at-home mom. He was like, this is the way I can provide. He also went through 13 fucking jobs in 6 years. So.
Oh my God. I swear to God. I swear to God. Were we married to the same person just asking for a friend?
Maybe we should be on that. Are we dating the same person? Because I mean, if I took a picture, you might be like, hold up, bitch. Hold up. That's my husband.
I have seen some familiar faces on that app, just saying.
Oh, I've never actually been on it, but I've heard about it and I think it's kind of funny.
Someone sent it to me and they're like, this must be. And I was like, oh my God. And then the person reached out and I was like, it
was real deal.
For real.
That is mind blowing. What the fuck?
Yes. Yeah.
You poor thing.
Oh my God. I was just like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah. Oh girl, I've been through it. I have been cheated on. I caught and then I called the fucking stripper because the number was in the phone because she sent like a dirty picture. And then I phoned her and I'm like, I just need to ask you one question. Did you kiss him on the mouth? That was just like, if he had, then that would be the deal breaker, I guess.
Right.
But not all the other things.
I feel you on that though. I've been there. My
Psycho City, just because you're like, how is this happening? How is this my life?
My ex was going to a girl's house that he had sex with before we met. And she wanted more than that with him. But he never told me that she was his friend. I just started finding text messages, like it would pop up, that her name would pop up. And I'm like, well, who's this? This is weird. We've been married for like a year. I have no idea who this is. And, so I ended up finding, because I'm an investigator. When I want to know something, I shouldn't go looking because I always find, but there's your intuition, there's your gut, right? Mm-hmm. So I went through this. And he had disappeared one night again. He would run off to mommy's house. He'd have to go hang out at mommy's house when we were arguing because I was just being absurd. And so he went to his mom's and I had a few drinks and I decided to write this girl. So I wrote her and I ended up sending her naked pictures of myself and being like, you see what he's got at home? You see what he's got at home? Almost got a harassment charge for it, but then the lawyer threw it out because she said, I'm glad your dad died.
Oh.
So I got thrown out of court.
Damn.
Yeah. But I almost got a harassment charge because of that.
Well, listen.
We all go off the rocker with these narcissists.
We do things like we wouldn't normally do. Like I will tell you, and my partner knows this. You cheat on me if I even just get a whiff of another V in this fucking situation.
Done.
You are done, hun. We're
These
like
days, yes.
Yes. Nadine Macaluso, Dr. Nay, she's amazing, but she says this all the time. It's what keeps you stuck or keeps you in it outside of just like the math and you can't afford to leave. Maybe you have no credit, bank account, all the things, only one car. Maybe some people like control you by only having a car. Let me drive you everywhere, baby. All that shit. But it's this, what's called intermittent reinforcement. And that is like playing a slot machine. If you put your money in the slot machine and you get fucking nothing, most likely you're like, well, that sucked. And you walk away. But if you put your money in a slot machine and you get a little bit of money back, you're like, oh, well, this was kind of fun. I'm going to play again. And then you're going to lose the next time. But you're like, but I won the last time. So let me put more money in. This is what happens with abusive people. They're not bad all the time. They're not mean all the time. Sometimes they're fucking funny. Sometimes
it's called love bombing.
Yes.
They will come in and they will absolutely smother you with the most love they've ever given ever. And you're just like, I love this person. Like I'm so here for all of this. And then like, I think mine was like 2 weeks. We'd get along for 2 weeks. And then it was bam, like it was that white rabbit coming after me every fucking 2 weeks. And it was just, I could almost ping it that's why I feel like I understand a lot more now, and I'm very educated on it because I've gone through it. I couldn't just tell somebody about this stuff. Like, you almost kind of have to go through it yourself to understand. And that's what we're here for. We're here for the support because eventually you're probably going to go through it. I think the National Alliance of Domestic Violence Survivors today said that in her area, it's 1 in 2 women.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, and you don't know what you don't know. And when you explain it to someone else who's in a healthy relationship, they're like,
They look at you like you're crazy too. It's like, why didn't you get out? Why did you stay? Well, some people don't get out.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. That's why I'm part of the survivors thing.
Mm-hmm. What did you do to him?
Yes. Why did you provoke him? What did you do to provoke him? And it's like, no, he's provoking me. Like, that's why I'm acting crazy. I don't have bipolar disorder or borderline personality disorder. It's situational. It's because you're in my fucking life. Get out.
I have you disorder.
Yes, ma'am. That's it. That is it. That's it. That's my new campaign. It's a you disorder. Fuck you. I love you. Bestie.
This is what I say to all the haters. I'm like, ooh, love you with the middle fingers. Like, oh, look at you. Go fuck yourself.
You're so cute.
But it's true. You're in this shit, right? And then you're in the thick of it. I would tell stories to my friends and they'd be like, what the fuck? You got to go. And then when you talk like this enough and you don't go, you've got some people, and like, I'm going to use this, bless your heart, they can't do anything about it. There's like, that's the hard part. So if you keep talking about it and then you're staying, some of the friends are like, I don't know what to do for this chick because she keeps staying.
I can't help you anymore. I've tried to tell you to get out. You're not listening. So it's like, it has to click for that person. And that's really what I'm hoping this song will do for people. I'm really hoping that they're like, because I've never seen a domestic violence song.
No.
Out.
I haven't either, but it's fucking happening.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, we know about like when the shit went down with Rihanna, when the people were like, well, what, you don't know what she said in the car before she got out. Well, I know her face wasn't all busted up when she got in.
It's kind of like saying a girl that's wearing a cute outfit got raped because of the way she was dressed. Fuck that. Fuck you for thinking that. Same thing with domestic violence. Like, I didn't have to say shit. Sometimes my head just got held under the water at the river.
That's like a fucking music video. That's a song.
Isn't it?
That's a song.
You want to write? You want to write songs?
Let's write songs together.
Let's do it.
I love country music. Last night I went to I don't have a TV in my room, but I have my phone. And so I was watching like all the CMA highlights. So I hope that I see you on the CMAs with this song, because that would be like the most amazing thing ever. I'd be like, she was on my show. Invite me though, please, and let me come. But I love country music.
You'll be my date. You'll be my best date.
I'll be like, I'm here. I love country music because of the real and the raw, right? And I just feel like you're right. Like, who's talking about it? But I really believe, I've done this show since January of last year. And when we started the show, even my producer was like, Lindsay, brace yourself, because who the fuck is going to listen to a podcast about domestic violence?
Right here.
You know? And I'm like, I guess it's going to be crickets. It's going to probably be my dad and my stepmom are going to be the only people downloading it. And that's not happening. That's not the case. That's not what I'm learning. And every time I get an email or a DM or something from somebody who's like, thank you for saying this. Thank you for saying it this way. Thank you for, like, I'm like, I need more people to feel, and it's not easy. It's not safe. It's not everybody's journey, because it's a dangerous fucking place, but to come forward. But people like you and people like me getting together and being really loud and saying, we're fucking done.
Yes.
And maybe that one person hears that song. Maybe that one person listens to the show.
Just
all I need.
One would make my life complete, because I feel like everything that I have, like I said earlier, I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. All of the experiences that I went through, like I said, I grew up in a beautiful childhood. So I think that might have opened my eyes a little bit more to the domestic violence. Some people kind of grow up in that kerfuffle of a world, where it's
Mhm.
uneasy and the fight or flight. I still got cortisol like in my shoulder from the fight or flight. Like it was for at least 10 years or more, almost constant. And so I am wreaking the health decline of that. And it's so
Mhm.
important that people understand too, your body will react to that. You got to listen to your body, your intuition, all of the shit's real. Um,
Mhm.
I've got tons of stress still that I need to release. And today has definitely helped with that. So thank you so much for giving me an
Aw.
outlet to actually talk about it. I have not talked about a lot of these stories, so a lot of people don't really know. But like I said, I've been locked out of my own house. I've had my car keys thrown. I've had a big plug of my hair pulled out. Got a scar on my lip. I had black eyes. There were 3 year order of protections and stuff. So I'm here, I think, to spread this message and protect my own children. Like I said, I have 3 girls. So
You're a
this
cycle
is,
breaker.
yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And that's what
Oh,
we need. It's like we are here to write our own damn story. We're here to save our damn selves. We're here to really just help women anywhere know that they're not alone. And, the resources are important. Understanding the messages that are out there are important. But a lot of times it's just like when you hear somebody, you're a beautiful woman. You have a gift. You have this life. You had a tour with fucking NSYNC. What the fuck? That's so cool.
I
You
know,
had
right?
all the things. Like, sorry, she just like dropped that at the beginning. And I was like, wait, hold on. Can we just go and wait? Hold
Girl,
on. Okay.
my life has been, yes, I know.
But you have all these things. So it's like, if this can happen to you, it can happen to anybody. It's like it doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, white, black, big, thin,
Kid,
fucking
elderly, no, it doesn't
nothing.
matter.
It happens. And you have to see the signs, and then you have to be able to truly, 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 I say all this, like you have to get safe. Safety is my number one concern. Get yourself
Number one.
safe, then we'll get you fucking healed. But
Yeah, don't worry
safety,
about finances. Like it's really not that important. And in the
no.
scheme of things, like if you have somebody to stay with, or if you don't have transportation, you know, like I said, there's resources and stuff for that. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you do feel stuck because and it's embarrassing. You don't want to
Mm-hmm.
tell. I used to call my mom all the time. Every time something would happen, I would call my mom because I'm super close to her after my dad died. And, uh, you know, she was very supportive. A lot of people don't have that, but she would talk some sense into me. So I felt like talking to my mom was actually more beneficial than therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Talking today has really helped a lot. I have a lot of stuff still to let go of, and so for you to have this outlet, like, I am so proud of you. I don't know how long you've been doing this. 1 year, you said?
A year in January. Yeah.
Heck yes.
Yeah.
Dang.
I
Go,
know.
girl. I'm so proud of you.
I'm
Like,
like, let me talk
don't be
about.
quiet, girl. You let that shit out.
No, people try to shut this shit down, but I say we ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
We're gonna just get louder because there's a few things that you said I really want to touch on real quick before we talk about the song and talk about how we can support each other and support you through this next part of your fucking badass journey. It's the health issues. It's like when so often when you're being abused, these people love to get you knocked up really fast. They like to accelerate the relationship really fast. They like to have you quit your job really fast. Everything is more faster and more furious.
Yeah.
And you will automatically tell yourself, oh, it's postpartum. Oh, it's this. Oh, I feel this way because I just had a baby. Oh, I feel this way because I'm not sleeping. You feel this way because you are being mentally abused by the person who's supposed to love you, and your body keeps score. My hair was falling out. My skin looked like I was having mystery fucking rashes all over the place. I was like,
me too. I had like hives all over my torso.
yeah, I would get this. Oh my God. It was called perioral dermatitis. Big words again, big words alert if you're playing bingo, big word bingo on the show today. And it would be like all here. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is like, it was so stressful. But what was happening was like, that's my body is like
reacting to it.
I got to get this shit out, Linz. Yeah. You got to get it out. So your hair is going to fall out. You're going to gain weight, lose weight, all the shit. And you're going to feel crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's not the baby. It's not. It is your dickhead baby daddy. Mm-hmm. That's who it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anything, like I said, I've had shoulder pains and stuff, and I just kind of feel like it might be, I mean, I don't know. I haven't been medically diagnosed or cleared.
No, but I've heard that. I've heard the shoulder thing. I think I talked about it on my episode, and then someone reached out. I'll have to double check, but somebody reached out on Instagram and was like, no, the shoulder thing is real. Into
a depression where you get like really tired all the time, or, you know, you don't feel like going out. A lot of times they won't let you go out. They make you feel like shit for going out, but they can do it.
Yeah.
Whatever they do is fine. But if you do it, you're a bitch.
Rules for thee, not for me.
I like that one. I like that one.
We're going to put that on your tour hat.
Yeah, we are. New slogan.
It's true. And then you don't want to go out because when you come back, you're like, oh God, here we go. It's like,
no, listen, I used to have like my baby, at the time was kind of in a crib, but in my bedroom. Mm-hmm. But he was retired and didn't have to, mentally disabled veteran. And so like at 3 a.m. he would be at bars all night and he would go drinking. I was home with the kid asleep at 3 a.m. and he would come in and turn the light on and start yelling at me right in front of the baby. And I'm like, you are such a narcissist. Like, you can't wait till morning or, you know, wake me up and call me out into the other room or something like that, right in front of the kids. And I think that's kind of what finally set with me. It was like, I'm tired of my kids fucking seeing this shit. They don't need to see this shit. They need to see their mom happy. They need to see somebody that loves their mom. They're not used to that, or they hadn't been. They are now. So I got that. I think they were more of and thank God for my kids, because I feel like they saved my life.
Oh, I love that. And they're so proud of you. And that's the thing. It's like that. I love the thought of, you know, if you're in the thick of it right now and you're like, oh my God, I'm trying to keep my family together. This is you need to come to Jesus, that you don't have the family that you were sold on having.
You do. Yep.
And they sold you a big fucking bottle of snake oil. And I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers. It's time to get the fuck out and realize that person, it's like till death, that's their goal. So
yes,
you have to part.
Yeah.
And when you do, and you're healed, and you're in the spot,
girl, where I am right now, like I want just one fucking person to change their life. And I mean, I've got chills right now just thinking about this shit. It was just a miserable, constant fight or flight feeling, waking up, not knowing what kind of mood they were going to be in, or what kind of shit they were going to start, or what I was going to do wrong because I couldn't do anything right. I don't have to live like that anymore. You know, I have custody of all of my children. They've been with me for years. None of them really want to visit their dads, and that's their dad's fault. That's not me. I do not bad talk them, because I've learned so much about how like kids absorb this stuff. Because I mean, they're like sponges, so young in life. And so when I talk to them, I'm like, well, your dad made a bad decision. It was a bad choice. But it's up to them. Eventually, they will figure it out. You don't have to say a fucking word.
No, and it is not the responsibility of a child to maintain the relationship with a parent.
Not at all. Not at all.
So,
it's like, well, why didn't she call me? Or, you know, like right now, he's not even asking to see her on the weekends, but yet wanted full custody in the beginning.
No, because it's just a game. They're just pawns on their game.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's like, and I'm shocked. There's no sooner than somebody says they want something and they lose that thing that they don't think about it anymore. And it's like
that's a narcissist. It's all about them.
They're like, and then but because you're not, you'll spend like the entire day. I've received like text. I mean, we know my taxis from the X's, but I've received insane messages, emails, and texts that I'll spend hours, or back like old Lindsay would spend hours like fucking poring over them, trying to understand the calculus that's happening. It's like all trigonometry. And I'm like, I don't really understand any of this. But I'm going to work it out. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to change. I'm going to do whatever you need to do. And by the time they've hit send, they have moved the fuck on. And then the next thing comes and you're like, wait, hold on. I'm still on chapter 1. I'm still trying to figure that shit out over there.
I have ADHD. I can't read and think at the same time.
No, it is truth. So stop, slow the fuck down. They don't care. They just fucking throw shit out like all the time. They just throw it out, see if it sticks on you, Steve. So we always say, D&E, do not engage with these.
They want a
people.
Reaction. That's what they want. Yeah. And if you give it to them, then they're going to laugh at you and make you look fucking crazy.
Oh yeah. And then they're sitting there with their like,
they're like smiling in their mug shots.
Oh, gross.
I know, right?
Wait, can we have a segment where people send me their unhinged mugshots?
No, right.
Wait, is that legal? I gotta ask. I gotta ask.
Don't
legal.
ask ChatGPT.
I'm not asking Chat. But wait, I'm gonna think of something fun. I gotta.
You better invite me because I need to watch this. Whatever you do, I'll send mine in. Whatever you need.
I love it. We're like, oh, mugs and jugs or something. I don't know, something like so bad.
That's funny.
Actually, if we could do a segment like mug shots, and then like if you identify with the person in the mug, you take a shot. It's like a drinking game.
That is so cool. We're doing this. Like, we're going to collab on this because I'm so here for that one.
Shit, we'll get what, like the same girls will be getting drunk off the same guy.
Are we dating the same guy? Let's take a shot.
We're like, oh wait, you're drinking. Oh wait, and you're. Oh, and you're.
Hold on a minute. How many people in the room? What?
Oh shit. Okay, I knew I was gonna love you the first second you said the first word. I want to know about this song. I want to hear, let's promote this shit out of this.
Oh, yes, girl. So it's called Nobody Loves Me, ... like you.
Ooh.
And it's just that. It's, like I said with the lyrics, how did these arms that used to hold me tight start to suffocate me? I know you say you're sorry. I know you think you care. But with you, I'm lost in this silent prayer. And that's exactly what the fuck it is. Like, it is, there were so many silent nights praying, like, God, get me out of this situation. Like, I even got to the point where it's like, God, if you're fucking real, why am I going through this? Like, well, but now, you know, yes, now I do. And I mean, I have won the battle. I am much smarter and sharper about understanding the signs and those types of things. But there's a lot of people that are not like us right now. And I hope they're listening to this podcast. But this song is Nobody Loves Me Like You. And I think a lot of people can freaking relate to this.
Okay. When does she drop?
Well, it came out December the 1st.
Okay.
Considering this is probably January.
We're like in the future, but now I'm going to see what I can do.
December the 1st on ACN, America Country Network. So nationally, it has debuted and on rotation. Like, it, as an independent artist right now, going straight into rotation is just freaking unheard of.
Because you're a baddie.
Unheard of. And we just partnered, like I said, with the National Alliance of Domestic Violence of Survivors today too. So they're going to have their stamp on the video and stuff. And like, I've got chills right now just thinking about how big, you know, people's interest and how big this is really starting to be, because like I said, it's just one message for one person. It's not about me. It's not about the money. Right now, I'm not making any money. So it is just getting this fucking song out there. Like, you've got to know the signs. You've got to know the symptoms. You just have to know in order to survive. And a lot of people don't come out of this alive.
No, they don't. We know that. So if you're in a unsafe situation, you need to get safe. There's resources for you. And sometimes I'm like, okay, there's the hotline, there's this, but like sometimes you just got to run like fucking hell. Yeah. You just got to get out.
That's what I did. I fucking ran, and luckily I had some family that could take me in and stuff. I know a lot of people don't have that. But in certain cities, kind of like here, they will help you get like a hotel or something in an emergency situation, help you get the orders of protection and things that you need. That doesn't necessarily stop people. That's just paperwork. But they can be, reprimanded for those types of things and, do some serious jail time for that shit, because that's real. I had an order of protection for 3 years.
That's crazy. But it's important because you need to be able to document it. You need to get to the point where, they're going to be like begging and pleading and please don't do this. Please think about the kids. Think about this. No, I'm thinking about the kids. I am thinking about the kids.
Listen, I cannot pour from an empty cup. I have to take care of myself so that I can take care of my children.
Amen. It is 100% the only way to do it. And you are protecting your kids when you protect yourself, because you're protecting them from that environment.
Yes.
And I say this all the time. If you are abusing the mother of your children, you are abusing the children by proxy.
Amen.
So
totally agree.
Don't be like, well, he just doesn't do it to the kids. Yeah, he fucking does.
Yeah,
he does it to you, and you're the caretaker. You're their lifeline. Your DNA is in, like they've changed your everything, and they're watching you suffer.
If you're down and depressed and you can't take care of your kids, because sometimes it's hard to just brush your fucking teeth.
Yeah, sure.
So if you can't take care of your kids, that is affecting it. So what he's doing to you and how he's making you feel is absolutely affecting the kids, and you are so much better to just get the hell out of there and figure it out from there.
It is so true. I'm going to ask you this. If there was one tool that you could put in our bestie toolkit, what would you say? Or, metaphorically speaking, or we're obviously your song's a tool we're going to put in the bestie toolkit.
Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. It's about, you don't know what you don't know. But if you're watching this and you've watched some of your other podcasts, you are on this side of it and you're wondering and you're considering if you're crazy. You're not. So knowledge is power.
Hell yeah. Let's fucking go, besties.
Let's do it.
I love it.
I need that MILF hat.
You're getting on.
Yeah.
And we'll invite you to the MILF Mafia. Welcome to the MILF Mafia.
I will post pictures and tag your ass in it. This is going to be amazing. I'm so here for this.
I love it. Everyone too is. And I mean, it's like hysterical because I get shit from it
I know, right?
They're like, I'm going, well, you put me there. I'm not, and it's not what you think. If maybe you should read the fine print. Like what? Yeah,
if the shoe fits. I mean, if you're offended, then that's on you. That's a projection.
That's another thing they do, baddies. They love to project all the bad shit they're doing. So we know this.
I'm doing this, but you're the one doing it. That's wild.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you fucking whore.
I know, right? I heard that shit so much. It's ridiculous.
Well, I'm so desensitized. My ex favorite word is to call me a cunt. And so I'm so desensitized to it because I'm like, whatever. I'm feeling a little cunty today. And I like the word now. I'm like, but you can't call me that, but I can call me that.
Yes, that's how I feel too. I'll be like, I don't know. I feel like dressing like a fucking whore today. I got titties out. The joke's on you now.
Yes. And I might even snap a pic and send it to a bitch.
Might get a harassment charge for sending naked pictures of myself. Girl, I'm a savage. It's ridiculous.
No, I love it. Welcome. I mean, we are all savagey here. We love it. It's so good. I'm here for all of it. That is fucking awesome. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I'm so inspired by you. You're a baddie. You are absolutely one of our BFFs. So would like to invite you to join our club. So I have a whole like bag of bitches, and we are the BFFs, but that stands for Bitches Fighting for Freedom. And I truly believe you are a fucking bitch fighting for freedom.
Thank you, baby. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I love it. We're like, okay, so download the song, play it like all the time, share it. We're going to link it in the show notes.
Great.
We're going to do some things. We're not done. We're just getting started, you and me.
Yes, ma'am.
Have some work to do together. I feel
and
it.
I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Well, thank you for joining us on this very special segment of Bitches of Bad Words, Bitch Sesh. We got your back. Thanks for having ours. And we'll see you next Tuesday, besties.
Thank you, Lindsay. You're so sweet.
You too. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to this very special episode of Bitch Sesh. If you love this episode, please share Tonya's song, like, share, and review this podcast anywhere you listen to your shows. It really does help grow the show, spread the word. Subscribe on YouTube. It's bitch is a bad word, but the I and B is an exclamation point because YouTube has a thing with profanity. And so we're just having to follow their rules. Please do subscribe on YouTube. It means the world. You can join the biggest, baddest, best gang on Patreon, patreon.com/bitch is a bad word. There's free tiers, paid tiers, real tiers, all the things happening over there. You can find your new bestie. When you can rebuild your network, you will rebuild your net worth. I guarantee it. I can't guarantee shit, but like, you know what I'm saying? I really think it's really possible to meet somebody new, to empower yourself, to share your experiences, and then all the things open back up. Your world opens up. The silo top is blown off and your world becomes so much bigger and brighter and better. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you for tuning in every single week and making this show just so much bigger. We are stronger together. The MILF Mafia, the Bestie Gang, we're all in this. Send me your texties from your XDs. You can send them to me on Instagram at bitchesabadwordpod. You can find us on TikTok at bitchesabadword. Send me them 331 bitches anywhere, anyhow, anyway, and I will share them on our show. If you are in immediate danger, please use 911, crash on a friend's couch, do whatever you have to do to get safe. The National Domestic Violence Hotline is here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 1-800-799-SAFE. That's 1-800-799-7233. Remember the BFF Alliance. BFFalliance.org is here for you in Southern California. Also, the Domestic Violence Hotline does have a chat. They've got your back 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is completely anonymous. So you can just chat with them, share your situation, your stories, ask questions. They are so well equipped to handle anything you have to tell them, and it's amazing. Send me a message. If you need someone to talk to, I'm here. I answer every single message myself. I really love the Bestie Gang. Thank you for having my back. We've got yours. Bye, besties. Our editor is Kevin Mackler. Our music was composed by Drew Kevorkian. Our art design was created by Eric Johnson and Kevin Roche. Our interns are baddies. Our Patreon is managed by Kay, and this has been a Caliber Studios production. Bitches being bad.